Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my humble home, my humble property in Livingston, Montana. Okay, today's date is April 29th of 2021, and I've got 4:17 p.m. Now, I'm giving this file, it's a Thursday, and I'm giving this file a little time and date stamp because today is the day I got my first inoculation shot, for that miserable coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call this crap. Now, granted, I've been a hater of all of this stuff. I've had a suspicious mind about, this whole thing. Like, where in the hell did this coronavirus come from? And what is it exactly that they've got in the vaccine or the inoculation? There is a lot of unanswered questions that I have. But the simple fact of the matter is, after talking to doctor after doctor and several nurses and people that are in the know, the simple fact of the matter is, if you've had X amount of millions of people that have died because of this crap, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down. I mean, look at what they're doing look at what's happening over there in India. It seems to me like their medical resources and their doctors and their nurses and everything is stretched beyond helping people. I think they're out of oxygen. I don't think they got any vaccine or any of that stuff. So I finally broke down, and my wife, she went and got the shot, and she knows how hard-headed I am, and she highly encouraged. She did not demand. My wife doesn't demand me to do anything, trust me. But she highly encouraged me to go get the shot and everything. Okay, I go over, I get online in Park County, Montana, where I live here. The people that were in the feds are what gave everybody the vaccine, but this came under the Park City County Health Department, and they got this real big card here. Do you see this URL? No, right there. I don't know if you can read it or not, but all you had to do is type that URL in right there where I live and get registered up for the program. Now today there was three companies that are that are producing this vaccine. You've got, let's see, what is it? AstraZeneca/Pfizer. Okay, that's a 2-shot deal. You got to get 2 shots on that. You got, what is it? Modura or whatever. I'm terrible with these names. Like Modurin or whatever. Okay, that's the one I got today. I got to go back in about 3 weeks and get the second shot. And then you've got Janssen, i.e. Johnson & Johnson. That's a 1-shot deal. The Moderna, I think I got that right, is a 2-shot deal. And same with the AstraZeneca/Pfizer. And did the shot hurt? No, it did not hurt. Just a little pinprick. And I don't know, I'm not the most good-looking guy on the face of this earth, but I asked my audience out here, anybody that's watching this file, do I look like I'm ready to fall out of this chair or anything? I don't feel any side effects, but of course it's too early. It's my understanding that the second shot, if you get the vaccine from the companies that are doing the 2-shot, it's the second shot that might give you the most side effects. But here it is. This is what changed my mind. Over in India, for example, those people are running out of resources over there. They don't have any vaccine. They're running out of probably doctors, nurses, and everything. And with all these different strains popping out of the woodwork, this has got me kind of worried. And it had me more worried about the coronavirus itself than getting this stupid shot. I think you're wise if you go ahead and get the shot, get the vaccine and all that, but don't let me or what I'm saying here influence you. But it's my understanding that there's about 30 to 35% of the people here in America that have, what they call vaccine hesitancy. Just type it up. Just in the search engine here on YouTube, type it up. Vaccine hesitancy. and see what you come up with. There's video after video after video, because a lot of people don't trust the government, and I'm with you on that. I'm a disgruntled Vietnam veteran. I've said that many times. Joe Biden can go straight to hell, and so can Kamala Harris, and all them clowns up there in Washington. I don't trust these people, but I trust modern medicine. Pay attention here now. Modern medicine, modern science and medicine, more than I do these miserable politicians. And so, right now, I realize it's going to take a lot of time for a lot of people to come around, but they're saying that this vaccine won't be effective enough unless they're calling it herd treatment or something like that. Yeah, we went from the human race to herds now, but the herds here in Montana, or I mean not Montana, but the United States have to be 70%. 70% herd effectiveness, or whatever they're calling it. 70% of the population has to be inoculated for this to do any good. So I took that into consideration. I took into consideration what these doctors were telling me. I took up issue with a head shrink with the VA, and he was telling me that he was around an elderly father, and he had a couple of young boys, and he mostly did it for the people around him. And so good old Dr. Clark got me to thinking about that, because I've got grandchildren children and a wife and every other thing. So you got to take those things into consideration. But I know one thing. I know I speak for a lot of people when I say this. I'm plumb sick and tired of these damn masks. I'm plumb sick and tired of this social distancing. I'm plumb sick and tired of seeing these businesses be hurt. So I figured I had to do something. Now, early on last year when this stuff first reared its head, I was going out and doing outside videos, driving videos. I think I knocked off like 20 some or 30 of them in a row, hoping that this thing would just blow over. But here I'm sitting a year later, and this hasn't blown over at all. It makes me wonder. So the more I dug into everything, it became absolutely clear to me that the only thing that I could do good for society itself and my family and myself was to go ahead, even with all my reservations and all my doubts about the government and every other damn thing, was to go ahead and get that inoculation or that vaccine. I'm just telling you what I did. I think it's good advice for me to urge you folks that are sitting on the fence to do the same thing. But hey, it's like my sister and I was talking on the phone last night, and it's true. She tells me that it's really an individual choice. It's really up to the individual, and it really is too. So there you are. But if I live through this, well, of course, a bunch of people out there probably say, "I wish he'd drop dead." I'm just kidding. But I wouldn't let. What I'm trying to say here is I wouldn't let paranoia rule. Yeah, right with this watch right here, I timed it when I went down there. And my appointment was 3:20 p.m. this afternoon. It took exactly 24 minutes for them to get me logged in, give me the shot, and there was a 15-minute cool-down period. That's where they're checking to see if you're going to blow up or not. No, that's where they check to make sure you're not having any side effects and everything. Man, I'm in there doing I'm doing jumping jacks and push-ups and cutting up and carrying on a bunch of stuff. I left a few people laughing in there. No, I didn't carry on too much, but I did joke around a lot because, being a Vietnam veteran and everything, I am a government distruster right to the core. But, the whole thing is this virus doesn't look like it's getting any better. So I figured my wife urged me, I've had several doctors, blah, 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 lots of people urging me to go get the vaccine, which I got the Moderna, or however you pronounce that, the Mo one. So I'll have to go back and get the second shot. Okay, where are we on here? 9 minutes or whatever have you. This is too long, and whatever have you. I got a little button out of the deal here. They give me a little button there. You probably can't see that. I got my COVID vaccine. I'm sure that won't get me a cup of coffee anywhere. But anyway, it wasn't that big of a deal. It didn't hurt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on down the pike. Adios, my friends, and take care of yourselves and make the right decisions and do what's right for you, and possibly get that COVID shot or 2 shots or whatever you decide to do there. Adios.